The empty room. The doorway seemed wider than she remembered. Eleanor stood there, looking in. The room before her was very full. It was packed with boxes, old furniture, and countless objects covered in thin white dust. For years, she had called this the maybe room. Maybe she would need these things someday. Maybe she would have the courage to sort through them. But she never did. The air in the room was still and silent. Heavy curtains blocked the sun. Tiny dust particles floated in the small amount of light coming from the hallway behind her. This room had many lives. First, it was her childhood bedroom. Then, for a long time, it was her mother's room. Now, it was a storage room, a place where memories went to sleep. It felt heavy, like it was holding its breath. But today felt different. A new feeling stirred in Eleanor's chest. She took a deep, slow breath and stepped inside. Her shoes made a soft sound on the wooden floor. She went straight to the large window. With a firm pull, she drew back the thick curtains. Golden afternoon light poured in, making the dust motes look like dancing stars. She unlocked the window and pushed it open. A gentle breeze, smelling of fresh air and cut grass, flowed into the room. It was a good start. She decided to begin with a large cardboard box. She used a pair of scissors to cut the tape. Inside, she found her old university textbooks. She read the titles Economics, History, Literature. The stories inside were forgotten. She opened one and saw her own handwriting in the margins. Small, neat notes from a younger self. She smiled a little. That person, the serious student, felt like someone from another lifetime. She placed the stack of books into a new pile near the door. This was her donate pile. Someone else could read these books. Someone else could learn from them. Letting them go felt a little strange, but also a little right. In another box, she found her father's old fishing hat. It was a simple brown cap. She placed it on her head. It was too big and slid down over her eyes. She remembered her father wearing it, his smile bright as he headed out to the river. He would come home smelling of fresh air and sunshine. She held the hat in her hands. She thought about her father. She missed his laugh. But the hat was just an object. Her memory of him was safe inside her, in her heart. She did not need the hat to remember his love. She placed the old hat into a large black bag. This was the discard pile, for things too worn for anyone to use. Next, her fingers touched something soft and silky. It was her mother's favorite scarf, a beautiful blue one with white flowers. Her mother wore it on happy occasions. Eleanor held the scarf to her cheek. It was soft, but the familiar scent of her mother's perfume was gone. A small sadness touched her heart. But then, a clear, happy memory appeared in her mind. She saw her mother laughing in the kitchen, the scarf tied perfectly around her neck. The memory was warm and bright. Eleanor made a decision. She would not put this scarf in a box. She wrapped it around her own neck. It felt light and beautiful. She would keep this one thing. She would wear it and remember the joyful times. A large, heavy wardrobe stood against the far wall. It was full of her mother's clothes. Eleanor opened its creaking doors. She took out the dresses, the coats, the blouses, one by one. Each piece of fabric represented a part of her mother's life. She thought about her mother, a kind, gentle woman who loved her garden and her afternoon tea. Eleanor understood then that these clothes were not her mother. They were just things. Her mother's spirit was in the way Eleanor now cared for her own plants. It was in the quiet moments she took each day to drink her tea. With a calm heart, she placed almost all the clothes into bags for the charity shop. A charity shop sells things to help others. Perhaps another woman would find joy wearing the blue dress. That thought made Eleanor feel good. As the days passed, the room began to transform. The mountains of boxes grew smaller. The donate and discard piles near the door grew larger. More of the wooden floor became visible. The room filled with more and more light. The work was physically tiring. Her muscles ached from lifting and carrying. But inside, she felt lighter. With every object she let go of, a small weight seemed to lift from her shoulders. She wasn't erasing her past. She was simply making space for her present life. She was making room for her future. Finally, the day arrived when the room was completely empty. The last box was gone. The bags were taken away. She had sold the big wardrobe to a young couple who needed it for their first home. The thought of it being useful to someone else made her happy. Now, she stood in the very center of the room. The floorboards were clean. The walls were bare, showing their history in patches of different colors. The open window let in the sounds of birds and the rustling of leaves. The sun painted a bright rectangle on the floor. The wind played with the light curtains. The room was no longer sad or heavy. It was peaceful. It was full of light, air, and possibility. It was a blank canvas, waiting for a new picture. She wasn't sure what she would do with it yet. Maybe she would paint the walls a soft, cheerful color. Maybe she would buy a single, comfortable chair and a small bookshelf, making it a quiet place for reading. Or maybe she would just leave it empty for a while, to simply enjoy the feeling of space. The specific plan didn't matter at that moment. What mattered was the feeling growing inside her chest, a warm, steady feeling of peace. She had been so afraid that by letting go of things, she would lose the memories and the people she loved. But she had learned a beautiful truth. Letting go of objects is not the same as letting go of love. Her father lived on in her love for quiet mornings and nature. Her mother lived on in her appreciation for a beautiful garden. Her younger self lived on in the strength she used every day. The past was a part of her, woven into her very being. It was safe. And this empty, sunlit room was a gift for the future. It was a space for new stories, new memories, and new light. A soft, easy smile touched Eleanor's lips. She felt calm and free. She took one last, long look around the empty room. Then, she turned and walked out, closing the door with a gentle click. She did not feel a sense of loss. She felt a sense of beginning. She was ready for tomorrow.